If you're still hiring people to cold call, opt-in, or business leads, you're stuck in 2015. Today, I'm going to show you how you can build a fully functioning cold calling AI assistant that can do all of that work for you in just 10 minutes. And you don't need to be all techy. You do not need to be a developer. You just need to watch, learn, and do what I'm about to tell you to do. Now, most people think that calling big lists of leads is dead, and that's actually not true. What's dead is manually doing this because it takes a ton of time. You have to hire a lot of people, which costs a lot of money, and that very slow pace often does not get good results. Another problem with this is that reps don't often want to do that job. It's not a fun job to do. Nobody likes to cold call because it hurts your feelings, straight up. And so a lot of people will start a cold calling job and then leave, which means that companies that hire cold callers have a very, very high turnover rate on those reps. And that's not good either, because then they have to spend money on training and managing and hiring, and that's never good. All right, so let's get right into it. Now, first of all, you obviously need a conversational voice AI software. Otherwise, there's no way it's going to actually work. Nova Echo is the most advanced one right now. It has the lowest latency, the best voices, the best features, the best support. So all around, just a very good platform, and I can go into more detail on another video. But point is, you log in, then you're going to go to create an agent. So you're going to press agents, voice agent, then we can choose outbound or inbound. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and choose outbound because we're doing, outbound calling is obviously. Then we're going to go ahead and choose a language. There's 38 different language options in here. We're going to pick English. Then we have the opening message. So with this is the first thing the AI is going to say when it calls somebody. This is very important. So this can make or break your entire script. Normally what I like to do is just, hey, is this, and then I put the name variable. Now I do that because it immediately hooks them in. They don't know what it is and they're interested in learning more, but it's not an immediate pitch. Because if we say like, like, hey name, I just wanted to let you know about our services, that's the first line you use. People are going to very, very, very quickly hang up. But if you say, hey, is this name? You build a little bit of rapport. You say, okay, hey, how's your day doing? Good. You? Very good. Then you go into the pitch. Then you're a lot more likely to have people stay. So, hey, is this name? We have a bunch of different voices here. I personally really like Troy. I just think it sounds the most realistic, but there's a lot of different ones. There's male, female, and different accents as well. And we have some just for multilingual that can be used with different languages here. Then you would want to set up the calendar booking or call transfer feature. So these are two features. You can use either or both, but typically either. Now the call booking can book on Google Calendar or Outlook. It can book on Nova Echo CRM. It can book on GHL. It can book on whatever, right? Now, the call transfer can transfer to any phone number. If you're doing outbound calls, most likely you're trying to book appointments in your calendar or in your sales rep's calendar. And so you'd want to use this. And the AI would actually, over the phone, find a good time for that person that works for both your calendar, which it's going to be connected to, and that person's calendar, which it can ask about, and then it will book that appointment in and send you both a calendar invite. On the call transfer one, it will just seamlessly transfer that call. So say, okay, perfect, I'm gonna go ahead and transfer you to my manager now so that they can help you out, whatever it is, and it will transfer that call. It'll ring a couple times, and as soon as you pick up, the AI will disconnect. So you can pick either one and set that up. Then we have some other features here. So I'm gonna turn on double call, which will call people twice in a row to get past do not disturb. Love that feature. We're gonna keep the interrupt sensitivity low actually, so that the AI doesn't interrupt them. The response speed, we'll keep that sensitive so it's a little bit faster. Voicemail detection will turn on, which means it will hang up on voicemails. The creativity of the AI, I'm going to put this a little bit up because we want it to be a little bit more dynamic. We want it to have a full conversation with the person and be a little bit more creative. And then initial message delay, I'll put that at 0 because we want it to immediately say, hey, is his name, instead of waiting 2 seconds. Okay, now we have the prompts. This is where you actually tell the AI what it's supposed to be doing. Now this can mean a lot of different things, and we have expert prompt engineers on our team that have worked very hard to create very good prompts and scripts for AI agents. Now they're not easy and it takes a lot of practice. However, it's the 80-20 rule. 80% of the script and the prompting can be done in 20% of the time with 20% of the effort with 20% of the knowledge. So you can get 80% of an agent done, or an agent that's 8 out of 10 done in 10 minutes. And that is what I'm showing you in this video. If you want that other 20% to make it perfect, then you need experts, you need our team, you need to be an expert yourself, whatever it is, there's an extra layer of time and effort and energy and knowledge that goes into it. But that's not the point of this video. So first, I'm going to start off by telling it what its goal is. So what its name and job is actually probably should go first. So your name is Troy. And by the way, the name does not have to be the same as the name of the voices up here. We just named the voices because we like to do that. Hey, your name is Troy, and you are a sales representative for a marketing agency. Your goal, this is where the goal comes in, is to book appointments with all of the cold leads that you call so that you can help them get their businesses ads up and running. Okay, cool. So this one line gave our AI agent a ton of context and information about what we're actually doing this campaign, and it's going to be able to create information, create a script, and create questions and answers from it. So literally, if you just put this and call the AI agent, or had the AI agent call you, it would do a pretty good job of answering your questions because it has context and it's connected to the internet. So it can take all of this and say, okay, internet, let me look through billions of context points from the internet and say, what does booking appointments for marketing agencies have to do with? And then I can pull information from that and use it to answer questions. But if we want to get more technical here and do a little bit more, we can then give it a script. So this next part will be like, hey, this is Troy from Marketing Agency Supreme. How are you doing today? Obviously, it's a terrible name, but it is what it is. So we'll put script, just the AI agent knows the script. We're going to assume they say good. That's a typical answer. And so we'll just say glad to hear it. And in between here, we can actually put wait for prospect to respond. You don't have to put this, but sometimes it can be useful just to tell the AI. But typically, if this ends a sentence and there's a space here, the AI will just automatically be able to pick up on that. We made sure of it. So glad to hear it. Just wanted to see if you guys were currently running ads. And then, you can just copy paste, and then we can do all right, so now the script's done. So let's just read it out. Hey, this is Troy from Marketing Agency Supreme. How you doing today? They say good. Glad to hear. Just wanted to see if you guys we're currently running ads. They say no. Okay, well, have you ever thought about running ads? They say, yeah, maybe, sure. Da, da, da. You say, okay, well, we have a team that's been running ads for 5 years and have generated over $3 million in sales for our clients. That's not very good, by the way. So hopefully you guys have generated more if you're a marketing agency in 5 years. Do you think we could hop on a quick call to see if it would be a good fit to work together? And then they're going to say either yes or no. If they say no, okay. They say yes. Okay, great. Would insert available time, another variable, work for you? And this will insert an available time from your calendar that's close. And they'll be like yes or no, or they'll suggest another time. Regardless of what they do, the AI already knows how to respond. So if they say yes, great, see you then, goodbye. If they say no, we can also add something here right below. If they say no, suggest more available times. This is just some basic logic that will tell AI to keep suggesting times if they can't make the one that you originally suggested. And if they, as for their own, the AI will actually check to see if it's available in your calendar, and if it is, it will just book it in and then say great, see you again and goodbye. So that's it. Then below we could do, here's some questions and answers to use if someone has objections. And then we can go ahead and do how much does it cost? It costs $5,000 per month. So now the questions and answers done. You could just copy this and keep doing things like this. But this is the outline. This is 80% of the agent already done really fast. So your name is Troy and you're a sales rep for marketing agency. Your goal is to book appointments with all the cold call leads that you call so that you can help them get their business and ads up and running. Hey, this is Troy from Marketing Agency. We already read the script. And then you have these questions and answers. Here's some questions and answers to use if somebody has objections. The question is, how much does it cost? The answer is, it costs $5,000 per month. This can be whatever you want. So now we're going to press launch call. We'll put in one of the phone numbers that you would purchase on Nova Echo for $1 a month, $1.15. And then we'll put your own phone number and then press launch call, and it will actually make a test call to you. So why don't we go ahead and do that? That way you can actually see what it sounds like.
Hey, is this name?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, this is Troy from Marketing Agency Supreme. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I just wanted to see if you guys are currently running ads.
Not yet, no.
Okay, well, have you ever thought about running ads?
A little bit, yeah.
You got it. Well, we have a team that's been running ads for 5 years and has generated over $3 million in sales for our clients. Do you think we could hop on a quick call to see if it would be a good fit to work together?
Yeah, I guess we could do that.
Great. We have a team that has been running ads for 5 years and has generated over $3 million in sales for our clients. Do you think we could hop on a quick call to see if it would be a good fit?
Yeah, let's hop on a
Together?
call.
Sure, I can set up a time.
I'll explain that in 1 second.
Would insert available time work for you?
Sure.
Great. See you then. Goodbye.
Okay, so let me explain why there's a couple weird notches in there. And by the way, there's always going to be weird notches the first test call. That was an amazing first test call. So it said name at the beginning instead of my actual name because this wasn't hooked up to the CRM, so it didn't actually know my name. It said insert available time instead of an actual available time because it wasn't hooked up to a calendar, so it didn't know what the available times were. And it repeated itself there just because there was something wrong in the prompt engineering, or we didn't add enough prompt engineering to fix that. And so I would just go back in, make the adjustments, and then do another test call. And that's how you basically test the agent. So as you can see, that was quick. It was great. And there's a lot more you can do, but that's also a great start for you guys. So anyways, I hope this video helped you guys out a lot. And I want to make it clear that if you're just a beginner and you're just getting into voice AI agents, it's not this big hurdle. You can get into it. If you're trying to become really advanced and do all these cool build outs, then you can just talk to us and we can still make that process easy for you. And if you want to talk to us about that, you can click the link in the description and book a call with our team and we can set everything up for you or give you access to the software. But regardless, you can just get in there and build things out. It's not expensive. It doesn't take a lot of time and it works really well. Anyways, there's a lot more videos on this channel that will teach you how to use conversational voice AI agents and other cool things about them. So hopefully you'll be able to watch those and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.